know, I'm beginning to think those TikTokers were right when they said Roblox was gonna shut down on January 1st, because I feel like the entire world blew up in general. Like, we're stuck in hell. We're in a purgatory right now because we're getting the news that RB Battle Season 4 may not be happening. Honestly, it's a good thing that I didn't hear about this when I had COVID, because I probably just would have passed away straight then and there. My body would have just done like a Padme in Star Wars and shut down and died of sadness. But I thought it'd be interesting to go over the video that Terabyte Games posted, talking about the troubles they face making RB Battles. And there's actually 8 major things. These aren't tiny things. 8 major things where one thing alone would be enough to really ruin it, but they've got 8. So let's go check it out. The RB Battles Season 3 Championship was a struggle to make, between rewriting the game and minigames a bunch of times, and that's the first point that I want to talk about. They had to rewrite the RB Battles game and some of their minigames a bunch of times. Already, this is so frustrating, because scripting, it isn't easy. You don't just go up to a scripter, hand him like 5 Robux, and he just turns around, like does some like movement inside his little coat, and he brings out a brand new game. No, that stuff takes months, and they've had to rewrite it. What I suspect has happened is that sometimes Roblox updates the games, and so the code breaks, and then they have to go through every single line of code, painstakingly fixing things, and then if they fix one thing, another thing is gonna break. So sometimes they just completely scrap the code and rewrite it. But another thing that could also cause this is developers leaving the development team. Who knows, they could have been sucked up by one of the bigger game studios that are happening now. Maybe the developers of Welcome to Bloxburg, and so they leave the team, and then the new people that RB Battles bring in, they don't know what's going on because they're not used to this coding style, because everyone has their own independent way of doing it. So they're like, we gotta redo it again, which is fair and costly and also delaying. So yeah, that's bad. YouTube is not participating. I can't believe that one. YouTube is not participating. I actually heard that a couple of YouTubers dropped out when I was going to guest host on the actual RB Battles. I was hoping, you know, maybe I was like, hey, this might be my time to get into RB Battles, but no, I guess not. But I can't believe you drop out of RB Battles. Like, who would do that? Like, no shame on the YouTubers. I don't know who they were, but no sweat to them. But it's crazy. I just can't imagine doing that, because honestly, it's pretty quick. Like, you only spend a couple of hours filming like once, every couple months, and then you could win 1 million Robux. Like, hey, that's cool. And also, you get to have fun doing it. Like, honestly, doing RB Battle stuff is super fun for me. I don't know, maybe they were busy, maybe something big did come up, and so that could explain it, but I just couldn't imagine dropping out of RB Battles. Games not sticking around. This is kind of like the YouTube one, but kind of more understandable, because with games, it actually does take a lot of time to make these RB Battles events. So I can see why games would drop out, but I don't know how quickly they dropped out. Like, if you dropped out a day after they asked you to do it, that makes sense. But if you're dropping out like a couple days before your game's meant to be released, I don't know if that happened, but imagine that wouldn't be a very good look. They have a Discord screenshot here that says, hey, I'm really sorry for the delay. We're extremely busy right now with getting ready for our Halloween launch. I don't think we'll be able to meet the expectations for the RB Battles integration. So that was in Halloween. That was in October. Ooh, that was literally, that was just a couple of months before RB Battles came out. Ooh, so there were probably like a lot of game studios, I guess, was starting work just a couple months before it. I don't know if that's normal, but it seems like it's cutting it a little close for my liking, although I'm literally like, I plan things weeks ahead, and that's just a trip to a friend's house. If we're talking about a huge event like RB Battles, I'd be freaking planning this from when I was 15. Tirelessly spending over a year to get motion capture working with Face so we can do an awesome live event opener and add story and lore to our event. Oh, that one. Ooh, if I was on the RB Battles team and I had to work on motion capture and getting those sort of programs to run, I just end it there. I just whip out a katana and just end it all. Because trying to get motion capture to work, I've heard, is notoriously horrible. It's literally worse than trying to get any sort of physics working in a Roblox game. It's actually where we got this really ugly looking Sabrina motion capture. Yeah, I came from the mocap thing, and I'm surprised they got it to work. Huge props to them, because I don't think they hired anyone to do it. I think it was just Sabrina, DJ, and Russo all doing it themselves. That is incredible. incredible. And this alone probably caused like a huge delay with the event itself as well, because they had to spend 1 year working on this mocap. They probably had to keep pushing it back and back a bit as they were still trying to learn and figure out motion capture, all while trying to navigate around leakers, trying to leak tournament game content and secrets that we spent months coming up with. Okay, this one makes my blood boil. If I were Bruce Banner, I'd be turning green right now because of these freaking leakers. And we actually learned recently that these people pay a lot of money to get these leaks. Apparently they spend hundreds of dollars buying programs and software that allow them to download Roblox games and look through the files. Like, what sort of sweaty Cheeto-eating neckbeard loser? Sorry, I got so angry my COVID almost came back. But wait, what are they doing? Going and spending their mother's money with pimples all over their face, being like, hey guys, I would really like a leaking program, please. I really want to get the golden weapon in RB battles. And so they spend it, they go through all the files, they probably spend 5 months, they drop out of school just so they can work out what this little secret is, and boom, they've leaked the entire event and ruined it for everyone. Like, what do you get out of it? You could still get the golden weapon, just literally be one of the first 1,000 to get it. Like, it was easy. I literally slept in like half an hour for one of those events, and I still got it. These leakers gotta be real skillless individuals. But this is a huge problem with Roblox. Leakers! Can't Roblox do anything? Don't we have anything that can stop people peering into the games and peering into stuff? Like, why does no other game have a problem with this? Why don't we hear about leakers in Fortnite? Although then again, they don't really have any secret events. Maybe they will have issues with that if they try it. And in case you didn't know, they can implement some solutions to the leakers, but the problem is that makes the game super buggy and super laggy at times because there's so many checks going on trying to detect whether you're cheating or not to get these sort of things that DJ and them, they're like, is it worth it? They have to balance either a real buggy sort of finale or a smooth running finale that leaks to a lot of people. Honestly, I said it before, and I'd probably rather the buggy finale because I don't want those leakers getting those Hood of Champions. No, our hard drive's not turning on right before launch. This one's just painful, straight up. The god of trickery is playing tricks on them at this point. They disabled the hard drives right before they were about to launch. Now, this could be either the hard drives to their like editing software so they couldn't actually export the videos, and so launch day would come, everyone's super hyped and ready, and then nothing happens because they couldn't get the video out, but they did in time, so that's good. Or it could be the hard drive for the actual RB Battles game not getting as much reach as previous seasons. That one's on Roblox. What are you doing, Roblox? What's going on, man? You want to sit and talk to a therapist? You want to sit and talk to me? I'll give you a knuckle sandwich. Boom, boom. I'll knock some sense into them. Because why aren't they putting RB Battles on the event page? It's an event. It's Roblox related. They put effort into it. Come on, Roblox. Enough putting Walmart shave butt hair land on there. We need RB Battles. Why can't they do this? It's not even a bad look for the company. Like, it's a good look. It brings good PR. I don't know what world they're in where that is a negative thing to put in the events tab. Like, is the CEO of Goldman Sachs, like a professional investment company, looking at the events page and being like, hey, I want the most boring events on there, otherwise I'm not gonna invest in your company, buddy. I don't get why they're not doing that, and that makes me angry. There's probably one of the main reasons as well why RB Battles Season 4 might not happen, because if Roblox isn't gonna promote it, they don't make anything out of it. Like, in fact, they lose things. They don't even just break even. They're losing money here. So if they were to do another RB Battle Season 4, it'd be like paying for it out of pocket. They'd gain nothing. So I really hope Roblox comes to their senses there. And our finale episode crashing every 2 seconds doesn't even begin to scratch the surface. Yep, and just to add insult to injury, for the finale RB Battles episode, which I'm kind of surprised that they didn't film before. It's probably because they didn't want any leakers spoiling it. But that final episode has about like 8 different clips, like 8 different people's perspective, and 1 terabyte worth of videos. So 1 terabyte is a huge amount to edit through. For example, I have like one of the latest graphics cards, and I can barely even edit with 3 videos going and running at the same time, let alone 8. You need the supercomputer that they use to run the Large Hadron Collider to be able to do something like that. And I've said it before, it is the most frustrating thing to edit when something is super laggy. It's like My voice was lagging for a second there, but it's like running life in 2 frames per second. It's so slow, you feel like you're getting nothing done, and I'm surprised it isn't gonna take like a month for them to do it. I'm surprised that they actually are gonna be able to do it on Friday. Even though we paid out of pocket and neglected our YouTube channel for months, which is our main source of income. Going off that point I was talking about earlier, where they're losing money for this. In fact, they're losing their own YouTube channels because they're spending so much time on RB battles, they don't have time for that. Like, imagine if I started a book reading club. Wait, but this is a terrible analogy. I started a book reading club and I invited the whole town to join. I was losing a lot of money for it and I didn't upload to Devound anymore. How sad would that be, right? Yeah, that's another big reason probably as well why RB Battle Season 4 wouldn't happen, because they just get more, they do way better as well on their own channels. But even through that, Sabrina goes on to say,
I wouldn't trade it for anything because in the end, it's awesome. I'm so proud of what our team has accomplished. This could be the last ever RB Battles Championship event of this caliber, so we might as well give the devs the time they need to do the best that they can. There's just not much we can do about it because—
Wait, hey, I just realized that's so smart. I was wondering why it just ends on because, but on a short, it loops, so it sounds like this.
There's just not much we can do about it because the RB Battle Season 3 Championship was a struggle to make.
That's some smart video editing, Sabrina. But yeah, there you go. That's the lowdown with RB Battles, and that's why RB Battles Season 4 might not be happening. Well, that's sad. I'm devastated. RB Battles, at this point, it's like the only Roblox event that we could all band together for. RB Battles is like world peace. Once it's gone, we're all gonna be fighting each other. We're all gonna be like socking each other. Explorer Elizabeth's gonna come in and like gut punch some kid. I don't know if I could keep going on Roblox after RB Battles. I mean, that's a lie. I obviously would keep going on Roblox after RB Battles. It's my literal job, but I wouldn't enjoy it as much. But what do you think? Which part of this do you think is the worst thing that's happened to them? Let me know down below and I'll catch you in the next video. I'll leave you with a little meme.
RB Battles is gone forever and it's never coming back.
Can we get much higher?
Wait, that's meant to be sad news.